Okay, we're going to start off with some solo Charleston movement. So we're going to have everybody stand on their left leg. We're going to do a cross body kick with our free leg, the right leg, just slightly forward. So let's do that again. We're on our left leg. We're going to kick forward with the right. Now we're going to go ahead and move our right leg back, and we're going to step onto it, transferring weight. Now we're going to touch back with our opposite leg, our left leg, touch, and then we're going to step forward again with our left leg. So it's going to go right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And if we start to turn a little bit while we do that, you can see the opposition of the legs and the arms. So they're going to swing in opposition, much like if you're walking down the street. So we're going kick and a step and a touch, step and a kick, step, 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 touch, step, a kick, step, touch, step, and kick.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about the arm swing. Throughout this video doing Charleston, a lot of it has to do with keeping a nice relaxed pace with your arms. You already know how to do this. If you just take a stroll, you're walking down the street, you already see the opposition. You can strut around your follow if you want to, as opposed to walking with the arms and the legs moving together. It's actually kind of difficult, right? So when we think about kicking our right leg forward, you're naturally going to take your right arm backwards, all right, and just going to get that natural flow. The other thing we want to talk a little bit is about the bounce. Now, depending on the song, you can have just kind of a mellow bounce, but you can also get a bigger bounce if you want to. What we tend to do is we get on the balls of our feet. You can kind of have your heels kiss the floor, and you move from your hips, pushing with your knees, pushing off the floor a little bit. So we're going to start with a little bit of a bounce, and then we're going to add a little bit more. 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little bounce, and a 2, 2, 3, 4. Now we add some more. And shoo, shop a doo, bop a doo, bop a doo. Shoo, shop a doo, and even more. Ha, shock a doo, boom, bop a doo. And then we're going to smooth it out now. A little bit of a bounce, shoo, and stop. 20s Charleston variations. We're going to go through several different kinds, and we're going to start with the basic, just doing touches. So you start with the weight on your left foot, we touch forward, step back, touch, back, step, forward, and we turn, and step, we turn again, and touched, back, touch, step, and touch, step, and touch, step, and touch, and stop.
Okay, so while we're doing our 20s Charleston, you kind of want to envision maybe 2 skis parallel to the floor in front of you, and you're going to touch and step along those skis right now. So you're going to avoid really crossing your feet as you're doing this. It's not that it's wrong, it's just going to help with keeping our 20s Charleston footwork going, especially when we start to dress it up. So one more time, I'm going to call out the footwork now. We're going to go double right, double left. So it looks like this. A 5, 6, 7, and a right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And as you're doing your touch steps, make sure that when you're touching, you're not actually transferring all of your weight. Right here is just a touch, kind of like you're sticking your foot into a pool of water to see if it's too cold to get into.
Or too hot.
Or too hot. So you're just going to put a little bit of weight there, and you don't want to do a full weight commitment or full weight transfer because it will change the rhythm and the styling of your 20s Charleston. So with that, we're going to start to add a little more pulse to our 20s Charleston. Just like we talked about earlier, we're going to have our heels kind of kissing the floor. A down pulse, very light and relaxed, and as we add that into our footwork, it will look like this. A pulse, 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 pulse. This is an 8-count footwork. So if I count it for you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each pulse is on a beat, right? So we have 8 pulses, a bounce, 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 bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.